So today I have a great video for you. Today I'm going to show you how to make money from ad campaigns. Most people run ad campaigns, but they can rarely make money from it. They'll advertise on Facebook or YouTube or Google or some other platform. They'll spend some money. They won't make any money. They'll try a new campaign, a new ad, have somebody write them a new sales page, design a new landing page, spend money again, doesn't change anything. They hire an expert, still nothing changes. And I'm going to tell you today why. After you finish this video, you will have a very good idea how people make money from ad campaigns. You will identify the mistakes you're making and why you're not making money. And you'll also learn new things that you did not know until today. And once you start executing them, you will be able to make money from your ads. See, most people don't even understand how ads work and how money is made from it. So they keep spending money, but they don't make money. And that's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn everything there is to know about it. And once you have this information, you'll be able to run successful ad campaigns and make big money for yourself. Obviously, I cannot promise you will, but 90% you will. Because most people do. I do. A lot of my clients do. So you'll be able to do that. And the campaigns I'm going to show you today, and that's the formula I'm going to show you today. This works for most industries. I mean, I have run in many different industries: fitness, dating, healthcare, relationships, so many places. I've even done them on e-commerce. It works every single place the same way. Makes you good money. Coaching, consulting works everywhere. Now, I don't know your industry, so you might have to make a few tweaks, but like I said, it should work for almost everyone. So with that, let's get started. Now, for every ad campaign, there are two parts, right? One is you have your spend, you have your ad spend, that's the money you spend on advertising, and then you have your revenue. What happens is normally most people spend $100 on ads, and then in return, either they get nothing or at best, they get some money back. So we just take $50 for example. Now I'm making these numbers here. These numbers are not real. They're not coming from any calculation. These are just from experience. I'm trying to simplify, so I'm using average round numbers, okay? So now what happened is you spend $100 and you got only $50 in return. So obviously you're operating at a loss of $50 a year. And this is where most people start. This is where most people spend their entire time, okay? They keep spending more money. Sorry, I'm spending now. They keep spending more money and they keep losing more money and they keep trying elements outside, nothing works, and then they give up, okay? Now, if you're in this stage, there are only two ways you can change anything and put more money in your pocket. One is by reducing the ad cost, and second is by increasing the per cost. So what will happen is once you start running the ad, after a while, you will get some numbers. You will find out that every time I spend $100, that's when I get $50. For you, it could be a different number, it could be 20, it could be 120, whatever. You'll find that every time you spend $100, you're getting $50 back. So now this is the number you have to play with. Whatever you do, you have to do with this number. So the first thing you do is you start playing with your ad copy. Okay, I should put it right, not a cross. And with your ad copy, you try different ad copies, try different ad lines, different headlines, different images, video ads, quiz. Quiz is one of my favorite things when it comes to running ad. In almost every industry, it has significantly dropped my cost of acquisition. My very first time that I tried quiz, I was collecting leads for $3.30 or something at the time. And with quiz, I was able to drop it down to 38 cents. That's massive difference. So try quiz if you haven't in your industry. It works really great. So you try something here to drop the cost. So now if you were spending $100 to get a sale, again, I'm just making this up. Maybe now you spend only $80 to get the sale. So now all of a sudden, instead of $50, you're at a loss of only $30. At the same time, you increase the price here from $50 to $97. Again, I'm just making this up. You have to test these numbers and see what works for you. In my first industry, like I said, I went from 50 to 97 and my conversion didn't drop. So my first product was being sold or offered at $97. So let's just say now you went from 100 to 80 and 50 to 97. So now you're spending $80 and you're earning $97. Now you're at a profit of $17. So now your ad has become profitable. Just by making changes to these two, you've become profitable. Now, if you keep running ad, this will keep working. There will be times it'll be more or less, but that's your ad. But this is not enough. You can't survive off this number. I mean, think how many products, how many offers you have to sell to make money from this. If you want to make even $1,500, you have to sell about 100 products just to make a $1,500. If you want to make 15,000, 17,000, you have to spend 1,000 of them that month. That's a lot. This is not to say you shouldn't be selling 1,000, that's a big number, but this is not a big money. This is not going to make you rich. Your goal is not just to sell product, but your goal is to become rich with the sales. This is not going to do it for you. Okay? So we do something at this point. What you do is, now you have your number, you know that every time you spend 80 bucks, you're gonna get one sale, or 100 bucks, you're gonna get one sale. So we know that one sale right now is $97. What you do is you add something called an upsell. An upsell basically is an additional offer to your original offer. So somebody comes, buys your first product, and you say, hey, thank you for your purchase. I have one more offer for you since you bought this right now. I can see you're ready to take things further. I have a great product that can get you faster results, improve your experience, and because you're committed, you already bought something from me, I'm gonna give you a special deal. I'll give it to you for 80% off or just for 20 bucks, okay? So let's just say this person now ends up buying that product, okay? So right now you're at a profit of $17. They paid you another $20, and now your profit is $37. So we went from losing $50 to a profit of $37 right here. Now, again, in my last business, the dating business that I used to do, I had about 7 upsells. And the total cost for my upsells was about $770, including original offer. Meaning, if a customer bought every single product, they would pay me a total of $770. My average cost per customer, or my average acquisition, my revenue, was about, I cannot remember exactly, it was either $425 or $455, something like that. We'll just go with 400. Let's just say, on an average, every customer who bought from me gave me $400. That is a lot of money. That means I can spend up to $350 on ad and still have a profit of $50. That's the power of upsell, okay? So you can add as many upsells as you can, as long as it relates to your original product, as long as it improves their experience, gets them faster results, and is something that makes sense to them, works great. So I hope this is all making sense to you, okay? So what we did is, we started running ads, we were at a loss, then we tried to drop the value of the ad, we tried to increase the price, got into profit, added some upsells, and now we have started making good money for ourselves. But this is also not good enough for us. We don't care about this money. Who cares about this money? I don't. Usually what I do is I hire people to run this for me. Sometimes I have in-house people, sometimes I have outside, because I don't care about this money. Every money I make here, I reinvest in my company, because this is not my end goal. I don't want to make just $400 per sale and be happy with that. That's not my goal. That's what average people do. So every money I make here, I reinvest. I hire more experts. I have people design things for me, write new copies for me. So this is all just to get traffic for me, and this is why I do that. So here, I don't want a penny in my pocket from here. It doesn't help me. What I want to focus on is this. This is my goal. So right now what happened is we spent $80, $100, doesn't matter. And from that, I got 100 customers. Not leads, not clicks, 100 customers. These are people who bought from me. Or spend whatever money, I don't know, because 80 was click, this is the wrong number. But let's just say I spent, I don't know, $800 and I got 100 customers. This is what I'm focusing on. See, until now, in order to get these customers, I had to pay Facebook. Now I don't have to pay Facebook because I already have these customers. This is my list. I have direct access to them. So I don't need Facebook for this. Anything I sell to them is my money. That's my focus. So everything I did before, all the ads I ran, was so I can have my own people, I can have my own list to market to. Nobody's competing with this list, just me. Okay, that's what it is. Now I start doing something which is also to take me to the next level, but this is also an area where I don't care about money. So now when I have these people, I can sell them a second product. Okay, so whatever I sold, I can create a new product, I can create as many products, and I can keep selling them. I can sell them some kind of coaching, some kind of service, right? I can also sell them some kind of an affiliate product, right? So if there is something that I know, would also work for them, I can offer them. So one of my affiliate, he sells products, a height increaser for men, and then he knows that those men usually could also use dating advice, so then he offers them dating advice from my side. That's how he makes money, he sends that traffic to me, right? So we can do things like that. You can make extra money by making more sales. So this could make you another, I don't know, let's just say $1.50 per customer. Okay? So until now, we were at 97 and 20, 117, and so $37 profit, and now another $50. So now we're at a profit of $87 when we sell this. Per customer, we're making $87 profit when we sell this, okay? But once again, I don't want this money. What I do is, even for this, I hire experts to run all of this so they can make money and they can do extra job for me. What I want from these customers is the next part, which is this part. This is what I focus on. When I have this list, I really focus on selling them special products, special services, special something that starts at $3,000 and goes all the way up to $200,000. It can even go beyond that, but until now, I've only succeeded to sell up to $200,000. In my last business, people would then buy coaching from me, which would start at actually $3,500, not even $3,000. And then I had different packages, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000, and $200,000. This is what I'm focusing on. See, everything up to here takes a lot of work, and I don't want to work. That's my whole approach in life. I only want to work in areas where I can make big money. So what I do is I only run ads to create this automation. So I can have people, bring people in, running ads for me, creating copies for me, doing work for me, writing posts for me, bring people in, and when they bring them in and people are ready for this, that's when I take over. This is the area I want to work in. Because think about this, if I can make just one sale of $3,500 a month, that's good freaking money. If I can make just one sale of $200,000 a year, I don't have to work for the rest of the year. One sale of $100,000 is double the money that most people make. One sale of $50,000, $25,000. That's what I'm focusing on. And this is how you make money with Facebook ads. What do most people do? When most people run Facebook ads, okay? This is where they're stuck in. They just keep fighting like, I need to create an ad, I need to increase this, I need to make money here, make money here, make money here. They keep getting stuck at this. When they should be thinking, okay, I know this is the most I will make here. So I should stop fighting this battle and figure out how I can add profit to this. How can I turn this negative number into a positive number? When you turn that into a positive number, how can I add more profit to it? Once you add more profit to it, how can I make more profit to it? And then finally, how can I make ultimate profit from it? Now you have an automated business system that's capable of making you a lot of money, it's capable of paying for a staff, and capable of lasting forever because it's a whole system, that's a machine that's working for you. And once you do this, you start running ads with one channel, maybe you start with Facebook. Okay, once you run with Facebook, this becomes profitable, then you add YouTube, then you add Google, then you go and find more channels. Now you have 20 different channels from where you're driving paid traffic, and all of that is making you big money, and you have the team who's doing all the work for you. Now that's how you make big money. Now I don't want to go much into this, okay? Because this video is more about how to create ad campaign or how to make money from the ad campaign. But if you want to learn how I do this, how I make these big offers, this is what it is. go and get this book for big money. It's a very simple book, very easy read. If you go through this, I put a lot of images, designs, funnels, everything in it. The most important thing in this book is I put all the funnels that tell you how I sell customers these big products. I basically tell them how I get them, then after the opt-in, how I lead them to buy the first product, the second product, and ultimately how I convince them to buy these big. And I put all the images, all my sales pages, all my copy, text, ads, everything. So when you go through this book, you will know exactly how I set this up and how I make people pay me big money. But even if you're not here, even if you are just up to here, you don't have to get this book. Even if you're up to here, now you know how to set up ad campaigns that are profitable. Now you know that, okay? But if you want this, I will put a link down there. You can get it from my website. You can get it from Amazon if you have Kindle. This is free on Kindle. This also used to be Amazon bestseller. Okay, so you're getting a good book. If you need that, go and get that. If not, run what I told you. Now, what I told you today, majority of people out there will not be able to teach you. You can spend thousands of dollars and people still can't teach you because majority of people don't know this is how ads work or this is how you make money from ads. But now you do. So go, use this, start making some money for yourself. If you like this, you are happy, share some love, write me a nice comment, give me a like, follow me, subscribe, just do something, give me some love so I can also benefit. And if there's something else you would like to know, if you have a question about this, if you want me to make a new video on a different topic, just write it down and I will do that. So, hope this helps. Now go and make some money.